Hi, this is Dhruv from PhoneArena.com, and today we have with us Samsung's largest phablet, that is the Galaxy Mega 6.3, and the Sony Xperia Z with us. Both the phones are priced similarly, but differ widely in their features and offerings. Let's check out how they are similar, yet different. In terms of design and build quality, the Galaxy Mega 6.3 is reminiscent of any other Samsung Galaxy phone out of the recent times, and it has an all-plastic build with a plastic faux aluminum rim running across the device. The Sony Xperia Z, on the other hand, has a rectangular industrial design with glass at the back and solid edges. The Xperia Z looks and feels a lot more premium than the Galaxy Mega 6.3. The Xperia Z is also water and dust resistant. The Mega 6.3 is huge when compared to the Xperia Z in all dimensions: height, width, thickness, and it also weighs 50 grams more. On the front of the phones we have the display, above which we have the earpiece and the front cameras along with ambient and proximity sensors on both the phones. On the Mega 6.3, the front camera is at the right side of the earpiece, while it is on the left side on the Xperia Z. Below the display we have a physical home button with capacitive touch keys on either side on the Galaxy Mega, while there is nothing on the Xperia Z. Navigation on the Xperia Z is limited to on-screen keys, and we find that the on-screen keys take away from valuable real estate on the 5-inch display. The microphone is located along the bottom edge of the phone. The positioning of the keys and the design language is quite different. The Galaxy Mega follows Samsung's typical key arrangement with only the power lock key on the right side, while the Xperia Z has the power lock key, the volume rocker, and the covered micro SIM card slot. The bottom of the Galaxy Mega has the micro USB port and the microphone there, while there is nothing on the Xperia Z. On the left side, the Galaxy Mega has just the volume rocker, while we have the covered micro SD card slot and the micro USB charging port on the Xperia Z. On the top, we have the IR blaster and the 3.5mm audio jack, along with the secondary microphone on the Mega, while a covered 3.5mm audio jack on the Xperia Z can be found there. The Galaxy Mega has plastic keys for power lock and the volume rocker. While they get the job done, they look dull when compared to the finely laid out keys on the Xperia Z. The Xperia Z has a very well designed and useful circular power lock key and a thin volume rocker key. All the ports in the Galaxy Mega are open while they are covered with flaps on the Xperia Z, thereby helping its water resistance. As we move to the back, differences continue to greet us in the form of different places for the camera. The 8-megapixel camera on the Galaxy Mega is at the top center along with the LED flash, while it is at the top left corner on the Xperia Z. Both cameras have the LED flash below them, and there is the secondary microphone on the Xperia Z right next to the camera. The Galaxy Mega has a textured plastic back that makes it prone to fingerprints, while the equally fingerprint-prone Xperia Z has a much better looking glass back. The back cover is removable on the Mega, and removing it we have the 3050 mAh battery pack along with the micro SIM and the micro SD card slot. Overall, the Xperia Z has a very good industrial design with a glass back, and it feels premium and solid. However, the rectangular slab-like design makes the handling tough. The Galaxy Mega is comparatively much bigger, hence pocketability is an issue, and it has an all-plastic build which proves to be lightweight and sturdy. Both designs have their pros and cons, but we prefer the design of the Xperia Z. Moving on to the display. The Galaxy Mega 6.3 has a 6.3-inch HD 720p SC LCD display with a pixel density of 230 ppi, which is not the best, but it gets the job done. The Xperia Z, on the other hand, has a 5-inch Full HD Bravia Engine 2 display with a pixel density of 441 ppi. In terms of pixel density, the Xperia Z is way ahead of the Galaxy Mega. However, this is where the Xperia Z's advantage ends. The SC LCD display of the Galaxy Mega 6.3 has great viewing angles, good contrast, and produces truer colors when compared to the Xperia Z's display. The Z's display suffers from poor viewing angles, and the whole display has a lot of unnecessary whites. Overall, we found that the display on the Galaxy Mega 6.3 performed much better. Under the hood, the Galaxy Mega 6.3 is powered by a 1.7 GHz Snapdragon 400 SoC with 2 Krait cores. It has 1.5 GB of RAM, and the graphics are taken care of by the Adreno 305 GPU. While the Xperia Z is powered by a 1.5 GHz quad-core Snapdragon S4 Pro processor, it has 2 GB of RAM and an Adreno 320 GPU. The Mega 6.3 comes in two variants, 8 or 16 GB, while the Xperia Z has only the 16 GB variant. Out of the 16 GB, both devices have around 12 GB of user accessible memory and have a microSD card slot for expansion. Out of the 1.5 GB of RAM on the Mega 6.3, only 1370 MB is usable when the device is idle, and there is 700 MB available. On the Xperia Z, out of the 2 GB of RAM, 1.8 GB is usable, and when the phone is idle, there is 1.3 GB of usable RAM. The faster processor and more RAM give the Xperia Z an upper hand in terms of performance. The Xperia Z is very smooth in the user interface, and opening apps and switching between them is very fast. Things are equally fast on the Mega 6.3, especially because of the low resolution display. Let's check out the Quadrant and Antutu benchmarks. Let's check out some of the other benchmark scores. Over at the back, the Galaxy Mega 6.3 has an 8 megapixel camera, while a 1.9 megapixel camera can be seen at the front. On the other hand, the Xperia Z has a 13 megapixel XMOR camera at the back and a 2.2 megapixel camera at the front. Both phones can record 1080p videos at 30 frames per second with stereo sound from the rear camera, while only the Xperia Z records 1080p videos from the front camera as well. The camera interface is different on both the phones. The camera app on the Mega 6.3 is borrowed from the Galaxy S4, but it does not have all the shooting modes. The camera UI on the Xperia Z is typical Sony. Both the phones can capture photographs while recording videos. In terms of image clarity, the Xperia Z was slightly better with less noise and more details, although the contrast seemed to be much better on the Mega. The Galaxy Mega 6.3 has Samsung's custom TouchWiz UI on top of it, while the Xperia Z has Sony UI. Underneath, the Galaxy Mega runs on a more recent Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean ROM, while the Xperia Z runs on Android 4.1.2 out of the box. But there is an update to Android 4.2.2 available now. Both the phones have features like quick toggles in the notification bar, lock screen widgets, and other under-the-hood optimizations. The Galaxy Mega comes with a lot of Samsung software goodies like Smart Stay and Multi-Window, Samsung's S-Beam, while the Xperia Z does not come with much software features other than Sony's Walkman player. Moving on to gaming. Both the devices are quite good for gaming, and the Mega 6.3 gaming experience was excellent because of its larger screen. All games ran smoothly on both devices, although there were a few occasional glitches, but the gameplay experience was good. We found that the Xperia Z heats up on continuous gaming. The Galaxy Mega 6.3 has a 3200 mAh battery pack, while the Xperia Z has a 2330 mAh battery pack. In terms of battery life, the bigger battery on the Galaxy Mega is definitely better as it has to power a relatively low resolution display and a less power hungry chipset. In terms of connectivity, both devices are equipped with features like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 3G, NFC, Wi-Fi Direct, USB on the go, and micro USB through MHL. The Galaxy Mega supports the AC standard for wireless connectivity alongside the usual A, B, G and N, while the Xperia Z supports only 802.11 A, B, G and N. The Bluetooth version is 4 in both the devices. The Xperia Z was meant to be Sony's flagship, and it did save the company, while the Galaxy Mega was Samsung's try at huge phones. Overall, we found that both the phones are well balanced in terms of features and pricing, although the Galaxy Mega cannot strictly be defined as a phone alone considering its enormous size. The Mega 6.3 retails for Rs 30,000, while the Xperia Z retails for Rs 33,000. The Galaxy Mega offers a better display, better multimedia and gaming experience, and better battery life, whereas the Xperia Z brings along a better design, better overall performance, and a better camera alongside dust and waterproof protection. If you enjoyed our video, do hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.